I go anywhere, anywhere with you, 'cause you fill my mind, or you fill my mind. We could build a dream, start up something new. Let the old be dead, let the shadows leave my head. And the world is on your shoulders and you feel like falling over. Just come a little closer. I'll be there for you, I'll be there for you. 'Cause when we are together, I know you feel the tension. Just let me in your head so I can be there for you, there for you.
Tonight,
from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh,
it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
I can't help but chuckle as we look at last year's stats for Aaron Rodgers. 0 for 1, no touchdowns, no interceptions. I can't believe that we're looking at a stat line like that, but remember, he only played 4 plays. The Jets know that will not be a stat line for this year, and they can't wait to see the old numbers replace the ones you're seeing there.
First play and a first throw for Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Another nice catch there by Garrett Wilson, who's off to a really nice start in his NFL career. He was Rookie of the Year in 2022, and in 2023, his second 1,000-yard season. He's looking for an even bigger leap this year with Aaron Rodgers as his quarterback throughout the entire campaign.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Rodgers. He gets that to the long. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've conked it up, they got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
first down. Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Rodgers. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. There's big Quentin Williams, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2. Now it's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Here we go. 319. Six-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. All right. 57. Here we go.
Now a first down carry for Harris. We're down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Back to throw. Fields. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
3rd and 2, Fields. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Williams, a man in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A lot depend on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Hall again. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Rodgers now to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
On 1st down, it's Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A handoff for Warren. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. From the 50, here's Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Straight ahead is Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more there.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line. Second and 6. To throw is Rodgers. Working the sideline, he's got Hall. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
And that could have been and probably should have been a 3rd interception of this first half. He's going to have to figure out something because you cannot give the ball away like he's done and have any chance to win this game.
Over the middle, complete. That's Bates. And unable to breakaway. They stop him a few yards shy. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Micro to make the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. They'll get this. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Nice footwork at the 25. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They hand this off to Harris, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. There was Will McDonald bursting in there and making that play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Fields now to throw. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Now Fields. Completes this one to Pickens.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now a run with Warren. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Fields. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
To throw is Fields. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep them from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so because the run has been very effective for them.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
This pass complete to Ruckert.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
Taken in at the 22. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
57, Mike, 57.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run with Harris. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
T.J. Watt coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them to 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete to Freiermuth. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. A shotgun snap, Fields. This one finds Austin out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Fields. He finds Austin complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Fields on 3rd down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Wilson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
They'll run with Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
Here's a give to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Fields on first down. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Now it's Fields.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
They'll try the right side with Harris, and he'll work down inside the 45.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Looking to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On play action, Rodgers. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 20. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
fourth quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Rodgers going to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate you guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
Still 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. A handoff for Hall. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 79 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll run with Hall. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Zerline now for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here we go. 56. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. All right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Back to throw. Fields.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So that one a They hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Here's Fields.
Completes it to Austin. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this to Lazard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And Wilson in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Rodgers now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers.
A great grab by Wilson.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Rodgers buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Here we go, son. 3-9. You got 4. You got 4.
On play action, Fields. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Fields. He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Fields now to throw.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Hall ought to give up the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And it didn't take long for Hall to remind everyone just how special a player he is. He totaled nearly 1,600 yards from scrimmage a season ago, and he appears to be picking up right where he left off as he moves the chains for this offense.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Hall again.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 2nd and 4.
Here's Hall. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's first down. They'll run. It's Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. This is Hall. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. A give running right is Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. This is 1st and 10. Downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.